Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everybody. It's your boy Goke Taiwo, Comlag Tiger House C89 again. Thank you very much. Another Happy New Year. This is our second video of the year. Today we have Comlag C89 my set, and also our first person from Command Kaduna over here. We're very glad to have another commando from a different command to give us their perspective. Thank you very much for watching our program on YouTube, subscribing, and it's going to be a very good year. We are, looking forward to the year as we keep evolving, and hopefully we have other commandos come over. So I'd like to pass it over to my co-host, Ifeda Polowe, to take it away. All right.
Good evening, everyone. Guys, we have two guests here today from, like we said, Kaduna and Command Lagos. Okay, they're both actually from Port Harcourt. So thank you for staying up to chat with us. This is our second edition for the year. It's going to be a beautiful year. We have a loaded schedule already till April. Our schedule is fully loaded. So first, I want you guys to introduce yourself. This is how it works. You introduce yourselves, then we will we'll come back to you and ask you certain questions. Mr. David Adegboyega Akinlabi, aka Shapai, right?
Sorry. Yes, sir.
Okay. Dragon House, which is grain in Kaduna. Grain House is Dragon in Kaduna. Set of 1986. Yeah. So you finished in 1986.
Yes, sir.
You're welcome on board, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
We are a dear sister, Pauline Bukwe. Is it Iboke?
From C89 sister.
Yeah, Scorpion House, right?
Yes, Scorpion House.
You did try, you did maintain. You're making sense. We appreciate you. So,
thank you very much.
My sister, we're going to start with you. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us what's said, what's cool, what you do, and we'll take it from there.
Again, Pauline, and I was in Scorpion House. I joined command in 1985. I didn't start from the beginning. I joined in 1985, and I'm a public servant. I work with INEC. That's where I work.
Wait, what school were you before you came to Ipaja?
I was at Government Girls Secondary School, Rumokuta, in River State.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah. So that means me and you came in the same year. We came in 85 together.
I think so.
Yeah. Cool.
Presently, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm into real estate for now. I started Command Secondary School. Also went to Command Training School before I moved to Command Secondary School. Finished and went to Yaba Tech. From there, started working. I've done all the necessary works you can think of. I worked in Aero Contractors, Nigerian LNG, Globalcom, and I had to resign to start doing my own bits. Mm-hmm. And presently, I run a construction company called Shapai Real Estate, and I'm presently the operations director, where we make homes comfortable and cheap for the average Nigerian. So that's what I do presently. Thank you very much for inviting me to be part of this. It's a privilege. I want to thank you guys. When Pauline told me that you guys are asking for me to be on the talk show, I said, wow.
Well, we definitely like to bring, we definitely like to bring
colleagues and also be able to talk about command as a case.
Yeah, we always like to bring other commandos because we're trying to build that camaraderie across. I have a lot of friends that went to other commands too, so it's always a pleasure bringing them. I had a question for you. You said you went to Command Training School. Which one did you go to? Which Command Training School did you attend?
If I remember very well, there's only one Command Training School in Kaduna.
Oh, okay, you went to the one in Kaduna. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just so you know, you're gonna be the first Kaduna guy on our show. So that's a
Oh,
landmark.
oh, that's like
The first one, the very first one. So that's a landmark. That's a milestone. All right.
wow.
So we
Thank
appreciate
you very much for the
your
privilege.
presence. All right. So Pauline, we're back to you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, I forgot to add. I actually attended Command Children's School, Bonicam.
Oh, you did? Okay, you went to Banika.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I went to Bonicam then.
Now, wow, you're just everywhere. What's in now?
These are the people I call, because I went to Command Children's School Ikeja. We are command all the way. Command Children's School, Command Secondary School is command all the way. So, you know.
Not forgetting to add that I'm a barrack. My mom is a retired police officer.
Oh, really? Okay.
The first thing was really part of me.
Okay. So Pauline, okay, going from there, from the first day they dropped you off in command, Ikwaja.
Yeah.
Share your experience from that very first day.
Yeah. First of all, hey, how do I don't even know how to explain it.
Just explain it now.
And then ISM, the way he was just shouting, I just turned and looked at my mom. She didn't say a word, and that was it.
Hold up, your very first day. This was happened your very first day they dropped you off.
Yes, now because we came in, I didn't start like when everybody resumed. I came in just like in between. So coming into, first of all, from that gate, I saw this. We have two gates. Coming in from the gate, the bridge,
Network.
the Paco Bridge.
Right.
Then you cross the bridge, then you come through the gate. Then there's this long drive before the gate, and then I saw people running. Koboko, hey, you there, move. I was like, what did we do wrong to our mom? Where did we offend her? But when she just left us and they said, "Yeah, go to your hostel," it was like, okay, we're on our own. And
so you and your sister resumed together.
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Actually, the whole thing started when I went to Rumokuta Girls. She wasn't supposed to go with me. We were very close. So people still mistake the two of us for twins.
Okay.
So when we got to the school, it was time for her to leave. And she was like, I'm not going. And so they gave her an exam and she passed. And that was how my mom had to go back, prepare her things for her to come back. So she wanted to change us. She said she was following again. And that was how we came back to command and everything. If not, she wasn't supposed to be in the same class with me. It was just escortorial.
Right.
She just joined me. And but the experience, by the time we started, the experience was something else. Coming from a barrack and a police officer's daughter, it wasn't new, but it was just a different thing entirely. It was a different perspective entirely for us. So
no. I want to get a little more specific. You're giving us just a general comment. What did you do? Your first year, your second year, what happened? Anything memorable?
Nothing, because it was all new. Everybody knew. I don't know. It wasn't faces I knew before. I was starting all over. So I was just taking it one step at a time.
Let me help you out.
And it was, I was coming from a girls' school.
Right.
To a mixed school.
Right.
So it was a new thing now. This is all different. So it was just taking one step at a time.
So that means you took advantage of space.
Space. I didn't even know there was anything like space.
For real?
Yes, I didn't, until every night I would just see people, seniors, going to one corner, and then they will off the lights, and then juniors will be peeping. I mean, I had to go and find out what was going on now. Until one day they caught us and they punished the whole lot of us. But the look I had, Nkobi Okon was my school mother.
Oh, really?
So,
that's my
and she and Sunju Green, they were my school parents. So they took care, they were my saving grace. Other than that, I didn't know what space was all about. Just when they come out in the evenings and they are coming out, we'll just be peeping and as the case may be.
Okay, all right, we'll get back to you.
Okay.
You never talk. We'll get back to you. Mr.
Okay.
Adegboyega, are you still there?
Well, I'm still there. It's just that a
Okay.
bit of a network break.
Okay, we'll manage what you have right now. So we've had some horror stories about Kaduna. I've talked to maybe 4 guys that went to Kaduna. In fact, one of them was on this show that spent just a little time in Kaduna, maybe 2. I was Kenny Phillips and Buzugwe.
No, Buzube went to Jos. Buzube went to Jos.
Okay,
It was Kenny Phillip and the other girl on the 16th edition that did 2 years and came back.
Right.
Yeah, but I have cousin. I have a friend, Emmanuel Wiwu. You must know him. He's 91 said that my cousin Tony Odumade, he went to Commander. Yeah,
let me tell you, man.
They always talk about
horror stories.
They didn't experience what he's asking for. He's asking now.
That's what I'm asking you. We want you to share with us.
Share from your junior days.
Before you became a terror, who terrorized you? How were you terrorized from day one?
I wasn't a terror from day one.
No, that's what I'm saying. Before you became one. Your very first day.
I wasn't one. Until I left, I was not one. I was just somebody that was loved by everybody. Even after I left school, people wanted to know who is Shapai.
So how did you come about that name?
Well, that story is a bit very, very, very unique in its own way. When we do our siesta, instead of me being on my bed, I'm under a tree, and I've formed a bed on a tree where I go and do my siesta. So one particular
that was no more comfortable for you.
I knew this was going to be fun, man. This was going to be fun. All right.
So today, if you go to that same tree, Shakpa is written on it boldly.
Is it a dongoyaro tree?
It's a dongoyaro tree.
Yeah, because I know in the north they have a lot of dongoyaro trees.
Opposite the girls' hostel, and that's where I go and I do my siesta. I can see school from every angle.
Hold up. How did you get away with that? The seniors, they have a problem with that. Would you go there to sleep?
No. Why I decided to have another bed is because I was in the midst of a lot of terrorists. I don't know if you know somebody called, he's a pastor now. I don't know if you know somebody called Skorol.
No.
Okay, no, there's a different scorer I know that went to Command Ibadan.
No, that's a younger Skorol. The real Skorol is gone to all the commands. Graduated from all the commands before. We don't know which of it he graduated from. But today,
really?
Yeah, today we're best of friends. He's a pastor and he's a great man.
When did he finish? When did he graduate from? Was he a senior?
I will ask. Yeah, he was my senior. We grew up together in the same barracks. And mainly he found out I was coming to command Kaduna. It became where they terrorized me for house. I go kill you when you reach school. So that's the beginning of my being terrorized in school. But anyway, Command Kaduna was fun, I will call it. It has molded who I am today and also assisted me to be a different person because in every negativity, there's a positivity in front of you. Then, Command Kaduna is also, when we joined, there was no tap water. We had to go to the stream to wash our clothes.
Wow.
And do a lot of things. You go fetch water. You see seniors sending you up to about 3 to 4 kilometers to go and get water. Then you come back. They want to take their bath. They want to do this. They want to do that. Until when school decided to do tap waters and every other thing. Well, it was fun going to wash in the stream because that's where you meet every other person. Well, it was a love zone then.
Hold up. It was fun.
Oh, ladies and guys are coming there as juniors.
Yeah, juniors will come. Seniors will pack all their clothes, give it to you to wash while they are toasting their babes.
Oh,
you got to do what you got to do.
Man, You get
I didn't go to Commander.
that was a plantation already. You get
I swear. I'm like, look at my posse.
What? I was in our hostel. We were supposed to be like 20 in a dormitory, and I was the only junior serving 4 seniors only for 2 years.
Wow.
So you can imagine having to serve Skoro Adomokai, Peter Adomokai, Dominic Adomokai, and one other guy. Is it Uzo or Ugo? 4 of them, I was serving them as junior. They want to bath, they want to breathe, anything they want to do, I'm the one doing it for them.
Wow.
Even up to going to carry the food for 20 people in the dining hall, I bring it for the 4 of them to eat. So you can.
So that makes sense. Why you are running away from them, but you went to stay on the tree.
On the tree, yeah.
No. Because nature will come. You can't run away from nature. When others are doing siesta, they want to sleep. They are disturbing you. You can't sleep. You can't read when it's prep. So I had to devise another means by going upstairs and form my own. So they will go everywhere to look for me. They can't find me, and that's where I will do my siesta.
Did you ever sleep there at night? As a getaway? Did you ever sleep there at night? Overnight?
I tried that once, but I think it was even more peaceful there than hostel.
Wow.
But mosquito was not hitting you when you were there overnight?
Mosquitoes don't fly that high. The only thing you can be scared of is snake. And there's this dogoyaro.
Yeah, I'll talk about snakes. Yeah.
Snakes don't climb dogoyaro trees.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Because of the smell. If you have it in your house, then be rest assured that snakes will not come around.
Oh, really?
Oh.
What was the smell like?
So you were Tarzan in Kaduna?
Yeah, I was more than Tarzan. Because with time, other seniors that we had. So it became a tree that nobody climbs. They have to pay me to climb it now. Because it became my permanent tree that everybody had to be part of it.
Really?
So, but when you were doing that, did people know you were sleeping there back in the day? Did they know? Or you kept it a secret for a long time?
No, for maybe a year to myself before people said, where is Shakpai always hiding to? They had to investigate and send 4 juniors to go and locate where this man is. So they traced me to the point where I had to, one of them located me and fine. So I had to give the guy that if you allow them to know where I'm staying, believe me, I was going to deal with that person. So even him himself needed that break. So he found another way of disappearing, and we became partners in the whole hide and seek. So the only time they see us is dining hall, prep, where they cannot harass us.
Wow.
Other locations maybe. But I'll tell you, my experience I can write a book, believe me.
Really?
If I'm given a chance, I can write a book about command experience.
So going by that, who you would say had an impression on you with all those years in command, good or bad? Who had an impression on you? Students, classmates?
For a long time, I was looking for how to get back to Skoro. And I met him in, I think my younger sister also went to Command Kaduna, and she was staying in the same area with him, and she was about doing a traditional wedding, and Skoro was told that I was coming, and he never wanted to show up.
He was scared.
My brother Boyega is going to be in this wedding. This is my traditional. Skoro said he's not going to be there because.
Oh, why you think so?
Yeah, he knew I was looking out for him because I told him to his face.
Hold up, also at that time you really meant it?
Yeah, I meant it because we grew up together. Do you know how you grow up together in the same neighborhood? I'm also a barrack boy. Both parents, our houses were just 1 block away.
Right.
And we played football together. I was this guy that almost everybody in the barracks then was more like, okay, this is the capo then. Everything we do, But when he gets to school, he tries to intimidate me. You understand?
Oh, so you took that personally.
I took it personal, but I just wanted to see him again because I wanted to be sure that he actually finished school. So when Kemi told me that he was in his neighborhood and didn't want to come, I had to go to his house and knock the door. I said, "Bros, come on, bring your wife. My sister is wedding. You can't escape, or you can't say you won't be part of it." And he was shocked. And till today, we are best of friends.
So how many years was he your senior? How many years was he your senior?
Toro was like, I had a senior brother who was in command too, because almost all of us went there. Almost, except my senior sister. Every other person went to command secondary school. I was already a Commandosa before I even entered because I had a senior brother who was a year above me.
Okay.
And by the time I entered command, I was even more popular than my brother. I was a junior that had 20 both juniors and seniors to be like they're my school son.
Okay.
So we never got to that name though. How did Shapai come up? Shapai from sleeping on Dongoyaro tree. How did Shapai come on?
That tree, and one thing, there's this feeling you feel, and it's like, and then I just looked upstairs, and there was this very massive light straight into the, and they say, Shapai, Shapim. It means peace. All I want you to do is everything you're going to do from today, let it represent peace.
Also, Shapai means peace. Is it a Hausa word or something?
What an Hausa word, it's not a Greek word, it's given to me from heaven.
Oh, the name just came to you spiritually.
Fine, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And
okay.
The key word was it represents peace, and that's what I've been carrying along. Even when I want to register my company, I just take it fine. That same day, just reoccurred again. I said, because the voice was like, this name is going to take you beyond your imagination to various places, and even people that don't know you will know you through this name.
How you spell it?
Now, you can't tell me you're looking for Akilabi, they will tell you they don't know him. But if you say you're looking for Shapai, they will bring you to my house.
How do you spell Shapai?
Yes, Shapai.
Okay. Wow.
Okay.
And
so
I registered my company's name with it too, and I'll give God the glory. It's we're doing well.
No, cool. All right, before we get to your company, let's go back to Pauline. You still there?
Yes, please. Yeah, I'm still here.
So, in command, did anybody have an impression on you, good or bad?
Bad was
No
I
names.
don't call names.
No
though.
names, please.
I don't call names. There was one that had a very bad impression on me that for no just reason he was actually interested in
You wanted
someone.
to talk to you, right?
Not me. I didn't. I don't think I made myself too stable when I was in school because I didn't know anything about toasting.
You didn't make yourself so stable.
I didn't make myself so stable. I beg.
Oh my God! I don't know what that means.
He wasn't. I know he was interested in her, and then
Who, your sister?
punished us for no just. Not my sister. Punished us for no just reason. We're just coming back from the classroom that day, and he told us to kneel down, and then we knelt down, and then all of a sudden, that was the first time in my life I was seeing what they call durex. I didn't even know what it was. So he knelt us and he said we were the one, we had those durex on us, and then I started crying. What is durex? What is durex? I was crying.
Is that not what I think it is?
Call CD.
Yes, it's what you think it is.
Eh.
That's what. Yes. So, and then I started crying. Oh, after punishing us for a long time, I started crying. What saved us that very day was another set mate of his, a prefect who happens to be a very good friend now till today. Like he's a pastor now, a very good friend. I said, "Why are you punishing these children?" He said they were holding dress, not knowing it is because of the other my friend that he wants to go out with, and he just said, "Release these children." I said, "Senior, please, what is durex? I'm not standing up until you tell me what is." Durex. He said, so you don't know what Durex? I said, I don't know what it is. He said, I'm holding Durex. I don't know what Durex is. He said, if I show you, will you stand up? I said, yes. That was the first time I saw what Durex was.
Wow.
And from that day, even till now, when he asked me for friends on Facebook, I did not accept.
You need therapy. You need therapy.
I don't need the therapy because he just punished, and it made us, and it was time for dining. You just kept the two of us there. And then I turned to her. I said, what do you have with this person? What is Durex? She was not moved. She was not moved. I was the only one crying. She was not moved. So he had a very bad impression on me.
How many years was he? How many years was he your senior?
He was I think he was he first set.
88 set? Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I think so.
So, Pauline, let me ask you.
Yes. Yeah.
Will you send your child to command based on your own experiences? Let's assume not command of today. Let's assume even in 1989. Go ahead.
If I would send him to command.
Yeah.
If it was 1989.
Yeah.
84, 85. Yeah.
Even if it was then, yeah. Would you send your child to command?
Yes, I would. Yes, I would send him to command.
Okay.
I would. Good.
We don't get that too often. Mr. Shakpai.
I would.
Yes, I'm still available.
Same question. I know you had a lot of experiences in Kaduna. Will you send your child to Kaduna?
Well, there was a day I was talking to all of them. I have 4 kids, 2 boys, 2 girls, and I was telling them that school these days, I don't see you guys come back from school and tell me stories. Rather, you're on your phone, you're doing this.
Yeah.
During our own days, we have things to talk about. We have so many things, experiences that we'll have to share.
And anxiety too. Plus anxiety.
Anxiety. We're traumatized.
I'm telling you, that's whatever we are today. And then I will certainly want to send them there because it will have added more value to them gaining more experience today compared to what they're passing through. Because in school now, nobody punishes you. Nobody does anything. You go and report a senior.
Yeah.
Your days, you can't even report your senior.
You're scared of your senior.
Our days, we carry provision. You tell your mom to buy provision for your senior.
Seniors,
provision. You buy a provision for your senior. When you go there, he has his own. Storo had his own provision from my own house. You can imagine.
Oh my God, that was wicked. I see how the people ran. They ran to battle from there. Can you feel it? I know why Can you feel it? What is this? If you're laughing, you're like, he suffered so much in his for 1 and 2. He was so happy when his mother moved him to Ipaja. You're like, okay, they almost killed me in that school.
You know what he said? He said when he came to Ipaja, he said Ipaja was like paradise compared to he was that bad. Wow.
I forgot to add, my younger brother actually attended Command Kaduna.
Really? What's it?
I've forgotten. He actually attended Command Kaduna.
How much younger?
He's 77. He's 77.
Oh, it must have been like 93 sets or 90.
Yeah, 92.
Yes, about that set. Yes, about that set. And I know I visited him a couple of times in Kaduna.
In Kaduna?
Yes, he was. Yes.
No, I heard some horror stories, man. I'm telling you, I can't even share it on this show. It's bad.
No, I want you to know. Let me confirm to you. Let me know. Let me get 1 or 2 of them because I tell you, I'm the history of Command Kaduna.
Well, one of them is that your your tree, Dongoyaro tree, the what's it called, the stem. That they will tell them to run, and they'll be flogging away. That they used to tell juniors to rush, and we flog them for every day. That they wake up in all juniors come to be getting flogged and stuff like that for nothing.
Like, they send you to the courtyard. When they say
courtyard, yes, I remember that because I did my interview in Comlag.
when you go to the courtyard, be rest assured that may you pad your bum or you wear like 3 shirts and Dogoyaro will be behind you. And you can go and report.
Just for nothing.
No, one person offends, everybody carries the blame.
Oh.
It's only once. Well, yeah, that's happening.
Then go for command the Pajao.
It's happened. No, Ipaja has some bad seniors too. Trust me. When I was
talk about the horror stories that they were very happy to come to Ipaja, and those that stayed there were always crying.
Don't call it horror. It's an experience that everybody, if you go to the who is in Nigeria now, in the military, in the private sector, in the oil and gas industry, in fact, any sector you mention, you just see at least in every 10 Commandosa, you will see at least 6 of them are from Kaduna. Because those experiences have built us up to be somebody stronger in future.
Well, I think command and NMS boys too. We had many boys there. It's tougher. But I think one of the things I've realized is that command Jos, command Kaduna, and NMS, you had more Hausa guys there. And from what I've heard, the Hausa guys were extremely wicked.
They were not. Just scared they were not.
No, I heard that they were. So all of them that went there always talked about how they were the darker.
When we were in command, there was nothing called religion. There was nothing called Hausa, Yoruba, or Igbo, where you come from.
Yes, it integrates. But I'm just saying that for some reason their own culture is different.
We were friends. We exchange. We do so many things together. I can tell you. But now, even in our alma mater now, my 86 set or the Port Harcourt chapter, where I'm the president now, I just try to create that. We were one. We don't put religion sentiments when we're dealing. You understand? And that's what command has done. And if we can go back to that, we'll make a better Nigeria. Religion was nothing.
And that was a big part of command anyway. There was no discrimination like that.
Yeah.
We were pretty well integrated. And that helped me, that transformed me even as I was growing up. And that was the factor. Yeah. I could date Igbo girls without even thinking about it.
I'm telling you.
Yep. So
a couple of episodes ago, we talked about that one of the things command did was that it integrated us, that we didn't look at class, religion, ethnicity. There's a level, and it helps you in future, right? That you don't look down on people, because you have people who are generals or politicians and people who their parents were enlisted, and an officer's kids, and everybody just integrated easily, you understand, without that, like someone who went to all these private schools or King's College or something where they, it's all the higher class people that
it's about status.
Status.
So that day I went to visit one of my classmates who is a general in the Navy. I was like, mainly just I said, tell him Shakpai wants to see him. Wow. He had to leave whatever he's doing. He said, Shakpai, this man wants to see for the past 20 years. He had to come out and pick me and go in. He left the meeting where he was to come and see, because it was an opportunity to say, man, I'm seeing this guy live. I said, bros, I want to see you. I'm around. I'm in Abuja and I needed to make sure that I see you. And he was happy to see me again. You understand? That's because we had that oneness of purpose, unity, and everything.
Yeah.
So, command, I will say, I tell my children, I say, man, it's the most unifying secondary school that I've ever seen. And that's why we're working towards to bring it back to what it was when we were there.
The way it used to be.
So I have a question. You mentioned you're the president of the Port Harcourt chapter. So you guys, where's your main body? Our main body
is in Lagos. We have a president that covers all the chapters.
Right. How many chapters do you have?
I have, so far so good. I know about is it close to 11 or 12
in Nigeria?
Yes.
Okay.
And we're still trying to get more chapters to be, because we're trying to reach out more to all our mates in different areas that are not aware of it.
So do you guys also break it down by class? Do you break it down by your set, 86, 87, 88? Do you also break it down like that?
Yes, they still have, in Port Harcourt chapter, we still have those sets, but the chapter is more stronger.
I said, but
sets they can exist, but the chapter will have all the sets in the chapter.
Got you. So how about international chapters like in the UK, US, and so? Do you guys have that too?
They all fuse into the national body, the global national body, and we relate with them too. We're encouraging these ones to also get
chapters.
maybe in the US, UK, Australia, Ireland, things like that. They all fuse into making sure that we have one central body that is controlling everybody.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because we have a national body in Lagos, and we have a chapter in North America.
In North America, yeah, because I know my cousin that went to Kaduna, my friend. They don't talk about the US chapter like that.
Maybe we gradually will get there, because we are trying to make sure that all these chapters come together. For the past 2 years, I think the last national body, we had to tell them to say, see, the only way we can unite our sets more is to unite the chapters and relationships from the chapter to the central body.
Please, feel free. I'm the president of the North American chapter, and Goke is actually one of our reps, in the chapter. So feel free to have anybody contact me from Kaduna that lives in this part of the world. We can give them a blueprint of how to set it up.
No problem.
Because we've been in existence for going on 4 years. We're 4 years now in existence. About 4 years.
And we have a WhatsApp group. And we also have people who pay dues here. We do projects at Ikpaja, helping in regards to doing things.
More importantly, we're actually in a registered non-profit association in America.
Yeah, it's registered.
Same way.
We're like an NGO, pretty much.
Yeah.
So that's what we represent. That's what we are also.
Right.
So, but what the national body is trying to do, if you notice, probably what they're trying to achieve now is to get all the chapters to register their executives and everything, then so that whatever project we're going to be doing in each of, like for the Comkadosa now, the Kaduna chapter body, is to make sure that every chapter comes, and if we want to do any projects, we can do a mass project by calling everybody together,
right?
So that we can do one unique project instead of every set going to do. You have like 4 sets trying to do the same thing. They can collaborate and have a better representation, and it becomes one.
That makes sense. It makes sense.
So do you currently do projects in Command Kaduna right now? Are you guys doing things to improve the school stuff? Okay.
The whole of last year, we had so many various projects, road projects, library, what's it called, the lab.
Chemistry or physics or something.
Yeah, the hostels were also renovated, but we're looking at more of doing it based on that will be more unique in its own way if the students are doing it, because what we notice that, okay, fine, there's a budget from the military council for projects. The moment the students contribute and do a project, yes, it ends in the school there. You understand? It ends in the school, and the money that is set out for that disappears, almost like so we want to be able to do things that will create that impact, and the school will know, the military too will be involved, knowing that the students are also adding value to where they were.
So the project you're talking about is the one from the Nigerian Army?
No, what we're trying to stop now is to say that, for instance, we've done drainage and road rehabilitation.
So was the funding from Nigerian Army or from the students, from alumni?
Funded by
that's what.
Huh?
You understand? And when you would do it, the budget for that in the Nigerian Army is used, or it's turned into something else. So what we want to do is to stop that. Say, okay, fine. If we have a unique one body, we relate with the national body and also with the Nigerian Army to say, okay, fine. The students are bringing so X amount for road rehabilitation. Whatever budget you have, they bring theirs. We collaborate together and be able to do a more unique project. That is giving us a wider look. You understand?
No, there was a reason I was asking that is, I know at Ikpaja, the army does not really do too much. Most of it comes from alumni. They don't do anything. It's Alumni that does everything. Borehole, generators. They don't do anything.
You guys don't
Alumni
know
and
that
set.
there's a budget for it.
We know.
We know.
We know there's a budget. It just doesn't reach the school.
Our own is that we have a lot of our ex commandosas in the military, the navy, and everything. So they're helping us. Is okay, fine. There's a budget, and our national body, because they have that reach, they also go to find out what are the projects that is lined up for 2021 now. You get to know what we're going to be doing. It's okay. The national body will come. These are the projects that the army is intending to do, and that's blah blah blah. So all the chapter will contribute to say, okay, this is what we can raise to collaborate with them and do it. That's a better way we can get more coverage, and it's more impactful in terms of reaching out to the student and just doing something. Okay, 86 sets has done library. There's no book, just renovating library, and there's no book. What's the renovation for? With time, weather will affect it. But if you have different sets coming together under one chapter, and all the chapter comes, okay, there's a library project, maybe 86 sets can only raise 1 million, and you have 6 or 7 chapters, say, okay, we'll do more of library project this year, and they have up to 6 million. You understand? And now from there, create an impactful project to say, okay, fine, after renovation, you can put books there, put decks, so that is more of what we're trying to achieve this year.
So in Ipaja, we do it differently. We do it by sets, and especially for every set that has a 20th or 30th anniversary has done something differently. Then in North America, we did something last year. So then we also have, where the whole school does something generally, but it's generally done by set, and there's no contribution from the Nigerian army at all. It's strictly the sets that do it, because I think they were trying to reach the Nigerian army and they were not trying to add anything. So we just took it upon ourselves, take the initiative, and we do projects ourselves. So, and we raise the money to actually get it done. You understand? If a set says they're doing stuff, they do it. Even the gates, the new gates in the school, this new statue, the chemistry lab, the physics lab, a couple of sets joined together that worked at GTB Bank, upgraded the physics and biology lab. At the same time, 89 set for our 30th anniversary was doing the chemistry lab. Generators, a couple of things. They've renovated a lot of things, but it has been the sets. Even my set also put is it what type of Corager did? No, not the chemistry. The thing that Corager bought, sewing machines and stuff. Yeah, then 89 set always comes and does where the mentorship in regards to career day, so different sets have really done a lot of things. And if you look at Command Ipaja right now, it has really evolved over the last 4 or 5 years because of a lot of projects different sets have taken the initiatives to do to bring the school up to par. And the president we've had for about 3-4 years, she was on our show last week. She's done a lot. Her leadership has brought everybody together. We also did street lights in the school to illuminate everywhere, amongst other stuff. So we couldn't wait for the Nigerian army in regards to anything. We had to take that initiative ourselves to make it. And she was telling us last week that the presidents of the 4 commands, the first 4, which are all 1977, are coming together to share blueprints of how to do things. Especially, I know Command Ibadan needs a lot of help in regards to upgrading their school, because there was I think Channels TV they did something on that school, and it showed how dilapidated that school was a few years. It was terrible, horrible. Command Ibadan. But I heard that they are working on it. A couple of Command Ibadan friends I have are talking about how they are upgrading it, and they are coming to Command Ipaja to look at what we've done to improve the school, since there was no response from Nigerian Army, which is their school anyway, but they don't really do much.
Well, I wish you guys good luck, but I think you guys should also try and send a body to the Nigerian Army. These are things that we've been able to break that barrier, to say we want them to also know that it's their school. The way it was, some of them today are product of that school. You understand?
Right.
And they are seated in that position and they can't leave it hanging.
Oh, they have.
If in the
They have.
you understand?
I
If
mean,
in
but I know where you, Mr. Shapai, I know where you're coming from because you're very right. I think the alumni has spoiled the army command in Ipaja. I can tell you that.
But they said they tried. They had years ago they tried and they were not responsive. And because of that,
Uh,
we took the initiative on doing it. Instead, it's their school. I definitely agree with you. There are about 30 command secondary schools across the country. But the first four and NMS is the first that started in the 50s, and all the first four commands started in 77. They should take it as pride from those who are in professional services, either in the military. We have a lot of people in the military from Ipaja too, you understand, but they're not really doing anything to elevate the school. Those were Ivy League schools back in the 70s and 80s and 90s. To see how they're not ranking up is really sad. But I know what one of the beautiful things we've had in Ikpaja is the commandants have been very, very supportive. All the commandants we've had have been very, very supportive.
All of them.
That we even got our schools a registered jam center at Ikpaja, where they come and do jam exams and stuff like that. We provided about almost 200 and something laptops amongst other stuff. So a lot of things have been done in Ikpaja over the last 4 or 5 years. A lot of improvements, which is impressive to see that the people have raised money, and I know the GTB matched a project that they did. Chevron, I think there was another project I had that those who worked at Chevron Oil Company matched something too. So it's pride from the alumni from Ipaja on what we've done, but we want the Nigerian Army to also take hold of the school because it's their school. Really, it is. It's the Nigerian Army.
And one of the problems we're facing, why people they won't pay dues or don't contribute, is going back to what Shapa is saying. Now, like the army is not doing anything. Why are we the ones doing stuff? So they see the list of these projects, even the little things the army is not doing, and people are like, no, that's like they have a budget. Where's the money going? So people don't have any right to ask those questions. So Shapa,
we have
however you guys.
That's how we have a national body with the executive who goes, these are our intended projects. We want to know what this army is intending to do in all the schools. You have that right to get to know as an ex-student. By the time they give you that, you can now take those informations back to the various sets. And the only way you can communicate is you have the national body who has a database of all the chapters. In each chapter, you have all the sets. You understand? And that way, you want to raise money. It's easy for you to raise money through all those means and be able to achieve whatever the army says. Oh, fine, our budget is maybe 5 million, and you're thinking of a project of about maybe 15 to 20 million. If their budget is 5 million, they bring theirs to the table because they are going to be part of it from day one. And the chapter the national body will talk to all the chapter and will come and raise money. That way, impactful projects will be done. Now, I'll give you an instance where you say each set goes to do different things at different times. Now, this breeds what is called competition and repetitions of projects. You understand? And the impact is not well fed.
Right.
You understand? But if you now collaborate, I'm talking from the Rotary perspective, which I'm also the president. What we do is this year now we've said let's not outshine each other. Let's do what is called collaborative projects so that it can reach everybody in your community. We want to do sanitation and this thing now for maybe a particular location. Have 4 clubs within that zone, that vicinity, collaborate together and go and do something like that can touch the lives and create more impactful, meaningful results at the end of the day. You understand? So for the sets, it's good to go and do projects, but also if you don't have a chapter yet that has a national body, you guys can also form that so that your national body will be the one that is taking on the chapter. That way you guys can do more impactful projects and get more results. You understand?
Yeah. No, I
Our
agree.
Towards
our national
let me
body. I mean, our national body is going to be doing our AGM, and it's going to be hosted in Port Harcourt. So it's another opportunity where we're going to meet different sets, different seniors, and that's AGM is always what we look forward to in different sets. You understand? You see your old seniors, old crushes, people that you never believe you can even see.
They're all crushes.
Let me clarify one thing. Goke, remember this thing we talked about? Somebody in Ibadan, because Ibadan is probably the worst, very dilapidated, right?
Yeah.
And somebody said, why is the army not doing anything? And maybe the commandant said they should go and check Ikpaja, see what the alumni is doing. And that's the wrong message.
Very, very wrong.
No, it wasn't. It was Joss. So Joss was trying to get it. I actually read it, and the chief of army staff or something said they should look at what Ikpaja is doing. You are pissed.
I mean, that's the wrong message.
Yeah, it's the wrong message. Really, yes, it's the wrong message. I'm glad to be part of alumni from Ikpaja because we do a lot. You understand? The school has come to a different level right now. But the truth about it is, we are proud that we are alumni, we're giving back, and we're trying to give back to the students who are there so they will give back in the future. But there's nothing wrong with giving back. Schools over here in the US, they give back, right? But this is a school built and started during Obasanjo's administration in the 70s.
Yep.
Was when they built these 4 schools, the first 4 command. Now there are about 30 command secondary schools across Nigeria, right? And 32 command. I read it somewhere, and 32 commercial schools. You understand? Okay, but build the schools. One, because the way I look at it, everybody I know that lives in Nigeria talks about how expensive tuition is for all these private schools. And not all the private schools are very good in the first place. All the commands have the same curriculum. They follow the MOD and Ministry of Education in regards to the curriculum, similar to federal government colleges too. It's similar. It's just like ours is owned by the military. Federal government colleges are owned by Nigerian Ministry of Education. But it's similar. But now things are changing. They are using American curriculum, British in some school. I heard that one school is using Turkish. I'm like, Turkish care. Why are they using that one? So it's irritating, you understand, compared to how things are. And a lot of people cannot afford these tuitions, that the high rising tuition, where command tuition is not that expensive. But if they can bring the schools back to par, from what we understood, even when the president was here last week, she was talking about now everybody wants to come to Ikpaja because they've seen we've upgraded it, and the WAEC results and JC results for the last 4 years have been very, very good. So there's a little slot for alumni, because you have the Nigerian Army officer slot and enlisted, and little slot for the civilians. But there's also they're putting a little slot for alumni kids to come in, because they've seen what they do. How many people can be affording millions and millions for school fees or private school? A lot of my friends that they have kids in private school, they have 4 or 5 children, they are saying they're having anxiety when it's time to pay school fees.
Not true, then they tell you.
No, so that's the thing. One of our classmates in 1890 in his war, all his children went to command Ikpaja now. He sent them to our school. He has said, like, I'm not paying for private school and stuff like that. So that's the thing now. If they are paying, my kids here in the US go to public school here. I don't pay school fee, I just pay for 1 or 2 extra stuff. But now the school fee will be having anxiety and stuff like that because of school fees. So I feel it's really wrong.
Again, the army got to do more. I talked to the president one time, and she said those concerns have been addressed with the army in Ikpaja. The ESCO has actually done that. And they give them list of projects that the army is doing, and then we are supposed to kind of the rest are sent to us. But when we see the list and we overwhelmed, like, there's no way they're not doing anything. Like, how can we see this list and you tell me they're doing something? What are they doing? So
but you know the sad part about it.
We continue. I think we continue to evolve to talk. We have to keep talking to them.
Yeah, and
and the alumni
schools in Nigeria, right? They over there, I heard that they have been
Hello, guys.
yeah. Can you hear us? I can hear you.
I can
I
hear
can hear
you.
you.
Yeah. So I was also explaining that my younger brothers went to Air Force school, right? They don't have to donate to do anything. The Air Force takes care of everything. They do a fantastic job with that. So I'm like, in this same Nigeria, the Air Force is handling stuff, Navy is handling stuff for their own schools, but Army just decides to be different. That they don't want to really help in regards to upgrading the schools, because the kids are the future leaders of tomorrow. You understand? These are future CEOs, entrepreneurs, generals and stuff. So you need to invest in their education. It's not until they go to private school. So it's just sad to see, where my own brothers who went to Air Force, they don't need to donate anything. The school takes care of everything. The Air Force headquarters for education takes care of things. And people that I know that went to Navy, they talk about the same thing. So it's sad that the Army is not, taking it as a priority for the education of the kids.
All right. Okay. Let's wrap this up. I think, Pauline, now try you.
Yes.
Mr. Shapai, now do well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take it home.
Yeah. So thank you very much for coming on the show. Our first Comkadosa. How do you call it again? Comkadosa. Comkadosa for Comkadosa. So our first Comkadosa. I'll ask my friends and my cousin about you. I'm sure they will, since you say you're an enjoyment guy, you didn't punish people. So they'll be praising you, they'll be sorry for you. Because when someone asked me from a different school, did you know this signal like that bastard? So they'll be praising you, an enjoyment senior and stuff like that, So
there was this, I had access to the central food store. I was in charge of all the generators in school.
Oh, you were prefect?
I was even bigger than the prefect. I was staying in the staff quarters.
You enjoyed your time, oh?
Yeah, so hold on. You went from sleeping on Dogoyaro tree to sleeping on
Dogoyaro tree.
Wow. Wow.
You enjoyed, oh?
Wow.
Yeah, we also like to have, I would like you to bring some of your Command Kaduna people in our show. It's all the brotherhood of Comradery. The platform is for anybody that went to military school, Air Force, Navy, Army, whatever school. If you went to civilian school, you don't bring civilians. Strictly NMS. Yeah, we've had NMS and Air Force. Went to Air Force military school, but no federal government colleges or anything like that. Strictly
or Bobby College.
Yeah, so thank you very much for coming on the show. We do appreciate you. And my fellow 89 set sister, thank you very much. I see they rock that Tiger House shirt you make from you. You remember?
Enjoy.
I enjoy it now. Like you should hook me up with. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, Ife,
you're welcome.
Over to
Thank
you.
you so much for having me.
Now do well. Hey, remember, subscribe, share, and like our page.
We will.
Like our page.
The edition should be coming out in a couple of weeks. You see it. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
And share it with your command. Share it with your command Kaduna people. We want to bring more of them over. Yes, come and give us the experience.
When is the next episode coming?
I'm working on editing
them. No, we have to schedule them.
Yeah, Ife is the one who does the scheduling. So Ife can reach out to him.
Yeah, if you let me know who is available, I will schedule. I think my next opening is in late March or April.
Okay, I'll send it.
We're kind of loaded. Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Let me know. Thank you, sir.
you.
All right, thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you, Paul.
Hold on, I'll send the name of national president.
Okay.
Good.
The current national president is also a Port Harcourt chapter member.
Okay.
Okay, listen, that would be great if we can get your president. That would be great.
Yes.
Yeah, they can bring one or two people too on the show.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Maybe the ESCO, one of the ESCO members can come with them.
Yeah, so they can talk about what they've done and stuff.
One or two of the ESCOs, so that they can tell you more about what their visions and everything.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Right. All right. Cool. Appreciate it.
I know we also what we do also is so that they can see when we publish the one with Taiwo, our own national president. We can send it to you. So we send it to you. Right. So you guys will see our national president talking about what she's done in during her own.
No, you would have subscribed by then, so you're still see it.
Yeah, please have them subscribe, but please have the people in Commander to subscribe to our channel too. We appreciate it.
No problem.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah.
Pauline, tell your shy sister that she can at least subscribe.
I'll tell her.
Okay, all right.
I'll tell her.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye.